got it, right? You got it, man. Open up.
Right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I want to start off swords by giving all praise to
Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Makakadosh. Right, double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone. And honestly, brothers, doing the work of the Most Son, truth and then sincerity.
Shalom, Akim.
A couple of balls from the London camp. You was reasoning, the brother was like, yo, let's flip the camera on. So you're going to see where the spirit leads. You know, because this world is full of shit.
Basically,
right? You know, I was trying to find further ways, but that's what it is.
Yeah, the world is full of shit, bro.
Yeah,
it's true.
You know,
and
it's polluted, right? And as
the world's shit, bro. This world's go on, brother. This world's fucked up, bro. It's corrupt. No, it's evil.
Yeah.
It makes you grow up fucked up. Go on, brother. Go on.
He both said
what was you saying?
No, he said
saying something, bro.
Yeah, brother was gonna get.
Brother, you gotta speak. Now go, bro. You gotta almost speak, bro.
This world is polluted, and
you gotta encourage each other to speak. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean, brother?
Yeah.
Doesn't say that.
You know that fire roll, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So this is Micah 2. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
Yeah.
And it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction."
Yeah. Hey, oh brother, it said, "Arise and depart from this kingdom," basically, because it's not our rest, bro. You speak on it, Razar.
This place ain't our rest. And when
brother, but I don't want it. Go on,
and when it says arise and depart, it's not saying, it doesn't mean physically, right? It means spiritually, right? Because for instance, as apostles are broken down, the scriptures also say their enemy shall behold them, right? So we're going to be in our midst of our own enemies at the time of salvation. So this is speaking about spiritually depart, right? You know, scriptures also speak about by the renewing of your mind, right? You know, because the ways of this world are contrary to our ways, right? For instance, earlier on you said, you know, you were speaking, you was like how, you know, it ain't us. You know, you was quoting Apostle Kabar Salakia. Apostle Kabar was saying, look, we ain't the ones that have a problem. It's all of these people in the world that have the problem.
We're surrounded by demons, man.
That's
true, man. You know, we're surrounded by demons, man. And these people are all fucked up. And you know, we're in the right spirit, man. Bro, show me people in this society that like take care of each other like Akim do, man. And we do our best to do that, man. You know what I mean? Show me people in this kingdom that'll do. My own brother won't do that. Certain things like that for me. Now, you know, I can supplant my older brother to do things, but for the most part, he ain't gonna do what Akim will do. Brothers will give you the shirt off their back, man. You feel me? So show me people in the world that do that shit. They don't fuck rock like that, man. And I'm talking about my own so-called worldly, but I always say my worldly brother too, my worldly brother. But the real brothers are the brothers in the truth, man, that do stuff for you, help you, and you do for them. There's not just a one-way thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're like there when, and it could be something, and then it don't have to be money and shit. It can be something like, you know, someone might just need you to talk to them. Brother, are you free? Can I see you? That helps people, bro.
Yep. And 2 is better than 1.
Yeah. That helps people, bro. You know what I mean?
Says John 13:34, a new commandment I give unto you. That you
so we got to rise. I'm sorry, brother, but we got to rise out of this kingdom, because this is not. We got no fucking rest here, bro. We're fucked up. We're ill. Brothers are jacked up. Brothers, go on, bro. Go on,
I say we're misfits here, but righteously.
Yeah,
we don't fit
in here, bro. Yeah. Brothers is messed up. Brothers is like got ailments. It's true, bro, man.
You're not of this world, man. You know, even as I am not of this world. So we don't fit in. We don't have a place in this world. Our whole being shows that. You know, they beat us, you know, they deal with us.
They know it.
They know it.
They know it, bro.
They can feel it.
Yeah.
You be trying to blend off. And then so they're like, nah.
They know it. They know it. They know it. They might even try for a minute to deal with you like they're normal. And then people just But you know, we're not normal, man. Through the Spirit of the Lord, man. The Lord, and you know what? Praise the Lord for that, man. We ain't normal to this world. And you know what? I'm happy personally, bro. And you know, brothers is happy too, man. We're happy not to be involved in this world, man.
Because what does this world promote?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because what does this world promote? Yeah. It promotes Decepticons, right? Yeah. It promotes the
adultery,
right? It promotes death. Well, that's what death. Yeah, because all of those things, the scripture says in Proverbs, them not hate, you love death. And when they say when you hate the Lord, that's when you're not following His laws, statutes, commandments.
Yeah.
Right, and all of this, the things that Esau pushed. What does it say? Habakkuk 2 and 5 says he is as death. All of the policies that he pushes are policies of death.
Oh yeah. It's true. It's true, man. Everything in this world is of death, man. We don't, and you know what? We walk in this world, but we don't represent that now. Brothers represent life, man. And there's brothers. There's certain people in the, people in the world have said that to brothers, man. You're lively, or they'll say, certain people will say things to you in the world, like, damn, but you gotta know why though. It's the Lord. Yeah.
Oh, let me get that.
Lively stones, man. The Lord's with brothers, man. We got to believe that more.
I've got one.
Hey, bro, I don't see no one deal with each other the way Akiam do, man. I've never seen that. Listen, my own so-called worldly people don't do that, bro.
Let me get.
And you're dying dead. Go on.
Let me get the one from before on that point. So John 13:34. A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples.
That's how the world knows who we are, because of how we move. You know what I mean? I've heard a brother, but there's another brother. I'm not gonna say a name. One of the Akiam, he mentioned he might be in places, and people will approach them, the Akiam, thinking they're like fighters, and because they got a unity. Brothers have a certain unity, man, and the world's people see that. It might make people get carnal. It might make people, want to approach you to wonder who you are. Shit like that happens, bro. And that's the power of the Lord, man. Because we've been in scenarios where people are like, what? Like, who are you? I remember we was in one place in Wales, and one dude, I don't know if brothers will even remember this, but he said one dude, you was there, like you was there too, man. And he said, one dude said, I use like a band. Remember? I don't know if you might not remember that. You weren't there. You weren't there. This brother was here. This brother was there. There was a few of us there. He said, I use like a band.
Well, you know what?
This is in Tembe. Everything. So much stuff happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you might not remember everything, but that happened. You'd ask us. He was like, nah. It was like the elder Ramal was there. It was the brother Carl Bay was there. Shaki was there, and I was there. It was four of us, and the person said that though. You know what I mean? It's funny, bro. Bad shit like that happens with brothers, but man, love this shit. But the point is, go on, brother, go on.
A band has to be in unison.
A band has to see that.
You see the.
Because you hear from music, or you're a band.
Because I was saying,
brothers might know. I remember that. I remember.
When you're saying that, I'm thinking of the scripture because with that band, the reason why they're close to one another, the reason why they're going hard is because they're trying to do what? They're trying to obtain. I forget the way the scriptures phrase it, but they're trying to obtain a corruptible crown.
Yeah, the corruptible crown. That's right. Paul spoke about that. Yeah.
But with us, the reason why we're so close and we're doing that, and because this thing, people in this world, they don't understand this. They don't understand the love that brothers have one for another. So they're trying to put it in boxes. Oh, you must be a band.
And you know what act as well. No, sorry. Finish what you're saying. Sorry, brother. Sorry. You must be a.
Yeah, no, and they're like, oh, you must be a band, you must be this, you must be that. Because, for instance, when they look above, the last thing they're expecting is to be, you must be the men of the Lord.
And you know what, bro? There's brothers do things for you, and then fucking 6 months later, they forget what they've even done. Because we don't hold that. We're not supposed to anyway. Hold that against the brother. Like, I did this for you. That's what your mum does that. Or your dad or your fucking worldly brother, they do that shit. 2 years ago, I moved a chair that I could pick up on my shoulder to your house. Niggas do shit like that, bro. Arkham don't do that, bro. I'm telling you, that's what they do. When we're brothers, you know, keeping tabs. You know, with Arkham, you know, I'm saying on that, but it's true, man. Ain't meant to even roll like that. This is probably it is what it is. There's things we do amongst each other that we fucking forget, bro. But that goes in what read that. We'll use reading it. We'll use reading.
Let me go. Grab that again.
Read it, man. Because that's the scriptures, man. Because man are meant to be properly, especially in these times. Bro, we live in a world where people are fucking cruel, bro. It's cold ass world. Cutthroat ass world, bro. Like real talk, bro. So if I can't deal with you where you can deal with me properly and that, then I don't want to fucking deal with people then. So you got to kind of, brothers have got to kind of deal with each other like in a warm type of spirit, man, for real, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. If someone's going off, that's different. You get on each other. But for the most part, you know, man, have got to deal with each other properly, bro.
But even
properly, bro. Like, according to what the Yahweh Shai said, man.
I was saying, but even on that point that you was making, bro, is like that's one thing people in the world don't do, right? Because I remember what as the guy I used to go gym with, he was like, "Oh, I don't like big groups. It never work out because of X, Y, Z." Well, one of the reason why I did, you know, there's a lot of brethren and all of that. Guess what? One, scriptures talk about let all things be done decently and in order, right? So there's an understanding of order between brothers. For instance, if you're around a brother or a captain, you treat captain, that's captain, isn't it? Yeah. Right. But not only that, there's none of, you know, we do our best to not do that fake shit. You don't like something, you know, in the best that we can. Like, bro, that ain't cool.
Yeah, bro. Right? That's straight up, bro.
You know,
all of us.
Because scriptures.
Listen, from the least man.
Yeah.
Man, I got to do respectfully. But you just know, you got to know what you're doing to the highest man.
Yeah.
You do respectfully, bro. You know what I mean? You do what a man asks you. So do it, be in the spirit, man. Go on.
So you wanted me to read that again?
Read that again.
This is John 13:34, a new commandment.
Because we live in a cold ass world. That's, you know, we're gonna curse this world out too, but that was just another thing. But go on, brother.
A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you.
Yeah.
That you also love one another. By this shall all men know that you are my disciples.
And what's it? That's Yahweh Shai. That the love is what? Love is keeping the commandment. So you gotta be like honest to each other, man. Help each other sincerely. You know what I mean? Not fucking help someone with a tab on their ass. Yeah. Like, well, if he don't, I'm waiting for him to slip so I can crush him. That's how a lot of people, motherfuckers, think like that, bro. Yeah. For real. They will do shit, but then it's a tab to crush your ass, bro. You can't think like that. If anyone thinks like that, you're just a fucking loser, straight. Go on.
Says
anyone you got them type of spirits, you're a fucking loser, bro. You're helping motherfuckers to crush them. You're a loser, bro. And I say that to myself first. Go on, please.
By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have love one to another.
Yeah, that's how the Lord knows. But even these motherfuckers in the world, they know there's something different about us. By why? By our spirit, man. You don't have to talk, even have to talk to certain people in the world, they know there's something different about you. Yeah. Especially when we're together. When you're together, that's when it even gets even more heightened.
Yeah.
When you're together, people even trick even more. There might be 2 years together, but there's people can kind of just see, these guys, man, they might just act out. You know why?
You got the scripture within a book of Acts. I think it was with the vagabond Jews, when basically they tried, maybe someone tried to rebuke some demons, and the demons came back and was like, look, how shy I know, cool I know, but who are ye? Right? The point, the reason I'm bringing that up, and from what you're saying, is these demons that are on these people can identify. They know what's up.
They know when you're faking the funk, because they said who Paul preacheth.
Yep.
And the scripture actually said that we rebuke you in the name of Yahweh Shai, who Paul preacheth. You know, and then that's when the demons leapt on them, man. Yeah. I know. The demon said, "I know Paul." And he said, "Yeah, I know Paul. I got you. I'll get you.
I mess with it.
I'm with it, Paul." Yahweh Shai, the devils also believe in trembling. That's in the scriptures too. But hey, but who are you?
Yeah.
So they're pointing at them.
Yeah.
But what you on though?
Right.
So that's why the scripture says, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Most High deceitfully," and that's with everything across the board. Especially even dealing with brothers too. You dealing with brothers deceitfully, the Lord gonna search out everything, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Remember in Dragon Ball Z, everyone has an energy level.
Yeah.
You can sense everyone's energy level. If you ain't got faith, you ain't really a believer. Them demons will sense that your energy level is low. So you're gonna be a chink in the armor, man.
They'll fucking attack you.
Yeah, they'll attack you.
Yeah.
You ain't
Well,
sincere.
they'll attack you. They'll attack you. They'll attack you. That yeah, it's true. It's true.
There's a saying.
And you know what, brothers, bro, amongst man. Listen, man. There's a lot of things have happened, even amongst ourselves. But you know what? We still remain in the truth, and brothers pray for one another.
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of things have happened, man. You know what I mean? But we're still here. That's got to mean something. You're doing the right thing, man. So it's true, man. You know, like even in this truth, it's like a lot of the time, man, you got to kind of be like an open vessel for just this hell, like anything, hatred, people against you. You got to accept everything, man, that comes with it. You know, and the ultimate is death, which I'm not. I hope I can accept it when it comes. You got to accept everything. So it's deep, man. But even in the midst of all that, you still got to carry yourself brotherly.
Deep, yeah, some integrity.
With some dignity. You can't just be an ignorant buffoon, man. You would that person, and you know what I mean, at that slight of anything, you turn on one of your people.
Nah, bro, but the scriptures talk about being renewed. That's the old man. That's the man in the world. You know, that's, you know, we got to do our best to shake that all off, man. You know, we're gonna pray to the Lord to be built up in those regards, so that we can be honest and, you know, truly love one another. You know.
And you know, anything we say, you got to always make sure you say it to yourself first, man.
Yeah.
Lord willing.
Well, that's why Apostle Gabar pushes saying we.
Yeah.
You know, whenever he Apostle Gabar pushes that a lot, it's like, you know, when, you know, they say we, you know, because he will say that, he will say, you like, and then you need to, no, we need to. You know?
Yeah. It's true, man.
Yeah. You said you had a piece.
Because where's it got to be selfless? Really, everything you do, right? Everything you teach and everything you say, it's like you're saying it to yourself, but you're like, you got to be thinking of like, there's some young brother or his sister that's hearing you that likes you, man, and they're hearing your words. They're learning about Yahweh Shai because of what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like they're like with that, like, you know what, man, you're uplifting them.
Yeah.
So you got to be thinking about other people before yourself as well, man. It's selfless mentality. And you know, because we're in this flesh, bro, you can be selfish, but fuck that selfish spirit, man. That's the man. A lot of niggas, they're selfish, man. These fucking think about themselves, man. Like, niggas are like women.
Yeah, you had something, bro?
Yeah, I got something.
Come on, brother.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with all lowliness and meekness and long suffering, forbearing.
Long suffering. Brothers have got to do with a lot of things. Long suffering, bro.
Yeah.
You want to say something? Go on, Max.
Hey, and there's times where a brother might be going through something. He might not necessarily, you might not necessarily be privy to that knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, in long suffering, we have to kind of like bear one another's burdens, you know, in that sense as well. You don't know what a man's going through, man. So just trying not to make it like harder for that brother to walk, man.
That's true.
That brother's going through some shit, but he just might not be the type of brother to just open up. He might open up to, I don't know, to another brother, or he might open up to certain, but whatever, it is what it is. But he might not say nothing. You might not know what he's going through. But that don't mean that you can, just because he's going through something, that don't mean that you take advantage of him, man. You know, just to speak about like restore such a one in the faith. You know what I mean? Like you help lift the brother up. If you see that, hey, there was a time
that's
when
true, bro. Don't use that to your advantage. That's what now I can get on him because he's low.
Yeah, man.
Really, when a man's low is when you're to fucking help him the most, mate.
Right.
And that's the Lord sees that.
He sees that. Let's see that, man.
The angels ministered unto Yahushua after he dealt with Satan. So we got to minister unto brothers too, uplift brothers, comfort brothers.
Yeah, when Satan's trying to hurt them.
Yeah. Exhort brothers, you know, put them in a good mind frame. Because you might be in a good spirits, but then he ain't in good spirits, and you got to lift him up. You know, you got to boost his faith.
Wait, Yahushua said to Peter, Satan has desired to sift thee as wheat, but I have prayed for thee.
Yeah.
So when Peter was in a quote unquote weak moment, Yahushua even said that to him. He said, Satan has desired to sift thee as wheat, but I have prayed for thee that thy faith fell not.
Yeah.
That's so like you got it up, you know, just to like the point.
You got precepts.
That's true, bro.
He said, that's
why even when you deal with brothers, man, you know, you got to be delicate with how you talk to a brother too, man. You're dealing with something. It's like you can't all be like fucking into your like egotistical into yourself. You know what I mean? Someone might be offloading some hell to you, but you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, well, I can be where you can tell me something. But, well, you know how I would deal with it. Like, you know, all these egos. Kind of just gotta be like, hey, brother, I hear you, bro, man.
But is that your lot though?
Yeah.
It's true, man. You don't want to be. You want to kind of be a bit more of a free flower, man. Like you want to help people already.
It's
true, man. You can't let ego get. It's true because some like there's when you first. It's not like you're gone. You saying something, brother? Go on.
No, it says, you made a good point when you said that is that your lot though, because there may be something that, for instance, you as a man, you've been through and it's no biggie to you, but for me, I'm like, and then likewise vice versa. I might be like, no, but we have to understand that every brother's walk up to this point has been different. There are certain things that, you know, as one brother may be, you know, able to handle, another brother. And in those situations, exactly, in those situations, we have to help one another, right?
It's the spiritual warfare, man. Satan might know that you're weak when it comes to that right hook.
That's it.
You know, but you might be strong when it comes to the jabs that he throws at you. You know what I'm saying? So for a certain brother, he might just keep constantly throwing them right hooks, and a brother keeps getting clipped by it. But then, hey, what does that mean? You know what I mean? You take advantage of a brother. Oh, look, you got hit by you got clipped again. But see, I knew you was weak. No, fuck that. Spirit. I see that guy? No, bro.
I've got
instead of saying, but you know, it would be more spiritual. Nah, brother, Satan's trying to hit you right now. So that's more spiritual.
How about exhorting him? You know,
pick him up.
I noticed, bro. You know, I noticed, but what? You go about it in a correct way, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, like Mom was saying, like, how you present it to a brother. Be very careful how you present things. You know what I'm saying? That I noticed when it comes to this certain situation, I kind of noticed this about you. What, you know, have you ever thought about it? You know what I mean? You might put it that way. And then that way the brother, at least he's thinking now.
That's it.
You know, the brother said something spiritual, but now it's the test of that brother's ego now.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You come to Raw and then end it like this, like.
Yeah.
Your biceps is like them old, like Ric Flair. It's like, I told you, brother.
Hey, I've got one problem.
Hey, but on the flip side,
wait, look, you got a scripture?
Yeah. On the flip side, a brother might come rough.
That's true.
And that's another thing, bro. That's another thing. You got different brothers that have different types of spirits.
You can't be offended.
You can't be offended, man. You know.
Hey,
I was on spirits, like.
No, you got it. You know when, but you know it's funny. You know when a brother's being, you know, that's like right. It's like there's a rough and there's a rough is that barbarian spirit. There's brothers like that. Really, the main person like that in our camp, really Ramar, really. Yeah, that was the brother Ramar mostly. You know, brothers can get that tapped out of them, but for the most part, that's who deals with you like that. You know what I mean? That's true. But it's true. But you can tell when someone just being proud and that. Like you know when fuck all that.
You can also see
humility.
When a cat can deal with you in a different way too.
That's true.
You can see both sides. You know what I mean? You see wise as serpents, harmless as doves. You know, knowing how to deal with different spirits. And that's why
barbarian to the barbarian.
The Greek.
Yeah, but that's why most of the us brothers are like that.
That's right.
Because of who's been dealing with, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let me grab this bubble Kashar.
But it's all good. It's all good. But I know we're going into these things.
This is Romans 15:1. We them that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to.
So if a brother's weaker than you in certain areas, bro, you bear his problems. You help him, bro. That's the point.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And this truth ain't about being physical, being the best fucking MMA boxer and all that. Nah, man, it's spiritual, bro. There's brothers that might be weak in certain aspects, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with showing your weakness to brothers too, man. You know, I'll speak for myself. I've cried in front of brothers and all that. Straight facts, bro. But you know what, bro? That's cool, because you know what? That people help to build you up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Straight, bro. Man ain't no fucking tough guy, barbarian and all that. Like, I'm a real. I'm not no barbarian. You know that spirit of you're just some tough guy, nothing can penetrate. That's fucking bullshit, man. Most of them tough guys are the weakest motherfuckers, man. It's spiritually.
Plus also it's a
You
spirit.
know, most of them tough guys are the weakest motherfuckers spiritually, bro. Straight up, man. They're not. They're go on, brother. Go on, bro.
Boy, I said years ago, if you ain't cried in this truth, then you ain't in the truth, man. You remember you saying that, man? You gonna say that?
No. I did that. It's saying
wow.
the same one.
That's the spirit.
About the sign and crying.
Yeah. Cause I remember Apostle Gabar said that years ago. I was like, that hit me. I was like, damn, it's true.
Wow.
You know, because you go through certain things. Every brother's got their thing that they go through. You know, the big whirlwind, you know, and then it shimmers down a bit and something else comes up. And you shed tears in this truth, man. Shit happens. You know, you get over it. The Lord gives you the strength to get over it. So yeah, you know, King David cried, lamented, you know. Men of the Lord cried, man. It's in the scriptures.
Jesus wept.
Come on, man. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, we'll talk. This is we then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak. And
so if your spirit's getting more powerful in the faith, you know what you do with that spirit? You help the brothers, you know, that you can see are lacking.
Yeah.
That's why Yahweh shouted to Peter, when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren.
Yeah.
Strengthen brothers, man. So when we get on each other, it ain't if a man ain't doing videos or he's not putting in the work, you get on him to strengthen him, bro.
Yeah. And
so if the Lord willing that he's of the elect, you strengthen him. So, brother, do what you gotta do, bro. Make sure you're doing your work, brother. Make sure you're studying, brother. Make sure you're getting your videos done, brother. Get involved, brother. Speak. You fucking make sure you're doing that, so that that person, that brother, can. The Lord willing of the elect, because it's all about being of the elect anyway. But that brother can fucking gird up. Yo, I need. That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
you're always getting on me, man. You know what? When I first came in, true, brother, I used to always get gotten a lot of times, and I still get gotten. But I used to get gotten a lot, and I understand more now why I got gotten a lot. Because I was a fucking knucklehead. I was being proud. I wasn't trying to listen. I was always arguing with brothers. I was arguing with people I could be kicked out today with. You know what I'm trying to say? But you can't be thinking like that. That really I was being a nigger. I'll be real. That's being a fucking the N-word. Let's not use the N-word. Let's be political. You know, I was being a nigger, bro. And you get kicked out for shit like that. But now, Lord willing, I've learned, you know, listen to brothers. Make sure you're paying attention, bro. Like, don't just be a fucking knucklehead. Nothing can be said to you, man. Because you can be gone tomorrow, bro. Anyway, go on, brother. Go on, man. You don't want to be in that spirit, man. You just want to be in that. But that shows you humility, you know. Getting cursed out should humble you, man.
Yeah, says, am I not to please ourselves? Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good.
Yeah, it's not to please yourself. You know, these things are, it's not anything that's said, it ain't to make, it's to, you got, whatever you learn, you got to help others with it, man. You know what I mean? It's not just for you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you might get on some level, now you're just levitating over everyone else now because you got on that level. No, bro, you help people that are around you, bro.
That's it. Because once again, that's the things of this world, right? And that's why Yahushua said what he said, ye of your father the devil, right? Because when you see Jakes in this world, they move in that same spirit of Esau, right? You know, in this world, for instance, if someone gets a position, you know, above someone else, what they do, and they're lording over them, but they're not trying to bring them up onto that level. Whereas in this truth, and especially when it comes to something so important as salvation, right, we have to be there one for another, man.
That's right.
You know, and as you was going into it, that also means not necessarily. Sometimes you just have to bring the fire out, man. And that's just the truth. Sometimes it's gonna be, yo, bro, that wasn't right, or yo, bro, you need to fix up on it. So, yo, bro, this, that, and the other, right? And that's where not being proud comes into it, and just being like, hey, certain times you may not be able to eat it straight away. Observe the saying, and then be like, okay, pray to the Lord so you can see it, right? Because there's no way a brother, you know, it's multiple brothers gonna be saying something, and then it's just out of nowhere.
Scripture. This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 9. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Cain and Abel. Cain said that to Abel.
That's right. And I said that to the Lord about when the Lord asked him about Abel, where's that brother? You know
what? That's still like your car. Go on. No, you got it, bro.
After Cain slew his brother, you know what I'm saying? He slew him, and then the Lord asked him, where's that brother? And he said, I know not.
And you know what's deep about that the scriptures, bro? Because that's talked about today. But still people don't know how to live. You know what I mean? It's like, that's still like an issue in this world. You know, like, it's true, bro. Them things like, you know what, the Bible's deep, bro, because things like that are still talked about today, man. You know what I mean? It just shows you, man, it's the spirit, bro. It's crazy, man. But the Lord's give us the way to live. It's mad, man. But what did the Cain do? He sacrificed the wrong sacrifice, didn't he? You know what I mean? And then he tried to lie to the Lord. Which we know that's
the wicked.
Which proves he's the wicked. We know that. You know that's Esau. But you know what? You got niggas with that spirit.
Yep.
You got niggas with spirits worse than Esau, bro, out here.
That's why Yahweh said in John 18:44, he said, ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do.
You will do. And that's
he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth.
That's these fucking rap niggas, these fucking niggas in the streets. These fucking cutthroat fucking all
of the ones
who cut your you know, those they got such a perfect slice. The fucking coin comes out your pocket. You know, like a perfect slice, like, because the coin comes out your pocket. You know, like your pocket might have money. You wake up and you're out one day and you're on the train. And someone did it, you don't know, but everything's gone. Whatever was in the bag, the coin, your passport's missing. Hey, brothers.
Yeah, because you speak about the rap niggas. You speak about the rap niggas as opposed to going into over the last couple of weeks with the whole controversy surrounding Kyrie, surrounding Kanye. I believe it was supposed to ask the question, yo, where are these other rap Jakes? Where are these other celebrity Jakes?
No one even helping
them out. Nothing. Right? Because those particular individuals are people that are about Esau's system, that are about, for instance, Psalm 49:11, right? The end of the thoughts that the house shall continue forever. Yeah, that's Esau. But Jake wants it to continue. You got those certain Jakes that are living that life, that want Esau's world to continue. Why? Because in this life, they have received a reward.
Quick precept. Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
You speak it,
It's to land back on your point, man. You know what I'm saying? You got these niggas out here that want to trim their ways to see love. You know, this is why.
Yeah.
You know, the key word in there is why. Why do you want to do that, bro? Like, why do you want to trim your ways to seek love from your oppressor? The same ones that funded the slave ships, sold you on auctioning blocks. Why do you want to do that? Are you alright?
You know, even these, these fucking 2/3, right? They love to stand for Esau. But you know, when you stand boldly, even people in the world that love Esau, there's something about these guys. Like some men, Mr. Wayne, just for that.
That's what they see the world.
Some
Michael Caine. That's Michael Caine.
And he's a Jake. He's a J.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight, yeah.
Some men, Mr. Wayne. You can't buy some
Some people,
Yeah.
they can't be bought with.
Yeah.
Some men, Mr. Wayne, just want to see the world burn.
That's it.
That's one of my favorite scenes, man.
Oh, but that's up young, man.
That's right.
Some men, Mr. Mr. Brothers.
Trying to see the world burn.
I was putting my hand out like that. Wait, let's get the phone wait, does it get my bicep? It's true. Hey, brother, man. We just want to see the world burn, bro. I hope I had, I hope all you brothers too, man. I want to make it, bro. I want to get out this motherfucker, bro.
But look
I
how
want to
much
see this
joy.
place burn, brother.
That's it. So look how much joy that one statement gave us, because that's what we truly desire. We want to see this world burn, man.
Pain can do that.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? You know what, bro? Yeah, Pain could do that. Yeah, he dropped that in there. Yeah, Pain could do that. Yeah. And you know what's funny, bro? Hey, Pain can do that. It's true.
Yeah.
Some shall know it after death by pain.
Hey, after death by pain, someone like that.
All right.
I can't see it.
Get that Ecclesiastic. After hey, bro. Spirit, bro. They're gonna get crashed and burnt.
I mean, as we said, literally, as you said that, right? It's this
Yeah. That's right. They gonna know it after death by pain.
Okay,
bro.
let me get into it, right? This is Second Ezra's 9.
Pain can do that. Hey. Yeah,
let me.
Brother said it.
It's one, the priests just keep going up and up and up.
But
This is Second Ezra's 9 and 7.
Yeah.
And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Right, so believing, that's one thing that is comforting. When the scriptures,
Everybody's got belief, God, so lucky.
when the scriptures are speaking about the destruction, for instance, you read Daniel 12 chapter 1st verse. It speaks about the time of a time like never before on earth. But guess what? It also says basically the elect, they're gonna be cool. Right? They're gonna be taken care of. Because the Lord is gonna raise up. Yahweh is gonna raise up the angel Michael to stand for his people. Right. So, and I remember it was very comforting to hear at the time. I believe it was Elder Malcolm Bay, not Bay, SC Germans Carolina SC7. Where it was like, look, man, this destruction to come ain't for us. Those will be the men. It's for these people, right? So when we read about the destruction, our faith is that we're not going to take part in that destruction, right? And that the precepts that are about salvation are going to apply to us.
I think that brother's name is Elder Malcolm. What's that brother? His brother, it begins with N.
That's the one.
So say that again.
Yeah, the Elder Manatazak. No, I'm terrible with names.
It's okay. But you know, go ahead, go on.
Yeah.
So it's funny you mentioned that point. I think even Elder Apostle Gabar, I think years back he made that statement as well. Don't worry about them. The time at the end. He said that's for these people. Don't worry about that. That's for these. And that was a powerful, that's powerful, bro. Because it's like, we got to exalt one another. Bro. Like we're in a time of hope, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we're prisoners of hope.
Yeah.
Like the Lord is gonna put our backs against the wall to demonstrate miracles out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're coming to them times where the Lord is gonna start
doing
some things.
Yeah.
You got to say that, man. It's gonna take things.
If I can say, that's where that exhortation comes in, because it's sort of like where I was mentally at that point in time when I heard that, I needed to hear that, because I was reading this article, reading that article, you're like, damn. Yeah. Hey, what even Ezra says, like, who shall deliver me in those days?
Always me,
That's a man of the Lord.
Even Apostle Har said years ago as well, regarding the end, like, you're gonna have brothers that get beheaded, brothers die here and there, but you gotta remember we're in a time of salvation. So it's not going to have no mass death of the elect. No, we're in a time of salvation, but for the sake of prophecy being fulfilled, those things have to be fulfilled. But that's not a mass level. You know, brothers are going to get beamed up, man.
Well, then time when we're really going to be delivered.
That's it.
It's the time to be delivered. You know, and you know that passing to the other realm is a part of deliverance in this time.
Hey, come on.
Hey, it's a part of deliverance.
Even that is deliverance. If you're the elect, that's deliverance.
It's a part of deliverance, bro.
They see me to die. What's that?
Wisdom 3.
Bro, it's a part of deliverance, man.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not actually. It's not. You know, it's a good thing, man. It's like, you know what, bro? You know what? The Lord has it where it's your time to go. It's like now. Let's say now, tomorrow. You know what? The Lord did you a favor, man. You're gonna come back with Him first.
Corinthians,
Let's go, man. You know what? The beauty of what we have, we understand death. We understand a lot of things, man. You know, you put yourself down because of what you're dealing with. But we got a lot of information, man.
Fear not the sentence of death.
Fear not the sentence of death. You know how much stuff that you kind of know, like, you know, it's like even these worldly people that have a certain mentality, even they think, well, what's wrong with this guy, man? They might think, man, like, well, what's he on, man? Hey, go on, brother. Go on, man. Go on, brother. You got something, right?
I got a quick scripture. It's the Psalms 118.
You need to get that thing up there. Go on, brother.
And 5. It says, I called upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in distress. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? And Esau, is he not a man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though he's got all the drones, the technology, you know, he's got the guillotines, you know, glittering over your neck.
He's got the tanks.
He's
got the fucking
big guns.
He's got the fucking military machines like RoboCops.
Yeah.
Like Esau's got RoboCops that can crack these doors down. Like right now. And they'll say your name. For real. They scan you, innit? They scan you. RoboCop was real. It's like they make the movie 20 years before, but it's what's happening now. They've got real RoboCop machines, bro. Bro, you can't go anywhere without a fucking machine even flashing your car, let alone a RoboCop bot with a that can shoot like gun. Like, you know what I mean? It might even the machines Esau has might even sensor where you might move here and it just goes and the glass is anywhere near where you jumped, like, which is good enough. You know these fucking Edomites, man. They got all that tech. Bro. They got
all that recent story posted. Yeah, the robots they kill some scientists.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Shit is happening with the robots.
Yeah. Almost 17 at this point.
I saw a video with that, so I think it's confirmed.
You know that? Yeah. Over there.
it's real shit, bro.
Yeah. These robots is killing, man.
He downloaded like instructions in himself to make himself smart or something like that.
Oh, could basically have been broken, and then it downloaded instructions. To fix itself.
To fix himself.
That's like some Terminator shit. The machines have taken over the world, and like Ocelot and the last few with bandanas on, with bruises and trying to escape the machines.
Hey, but
that fucking robot that come on.
You know when you were saying that earlier,
that's the world we're in.
I was thinking about One Punch Man. Like, I don't know if it's an anime of One Punch Man. You've got the main character, right? But then you've got the guy that's a cyborg, right? And there was a scene where he's doing the most, right? He's running all around. And then the main character is just there like, it's nothing, isn't it? But that's ultimately Esau. He's going to do all of that sort of stuff, bring with all of his different weapons. And what does it say in 2 Ezra 13? He neither lifted up his hand nor held any sword.
That's right.
Just pure. You know, because at the end of the day, you're just a man.
And the Lord said he appointed bounds that he can't pass.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? He's got like, and the thing is, the technology that he has, like understanding that through the word that he's actually been given that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the power that we serve.
Yeah. That's
so essentially, we're going above his head.
Yeah.
You know,
and he can't pass it.
He can't pass it.
Can't pass it.
You can't cross it.
You can't pass it, bro. You can't pass, man. That's actually deep, man. So you know what? That's actually deep what you're saying, bro. Man. What you both all said, man.
I was thinking, you know, the scripture says thou art wiser than Daniel. But who gave him that wisdom on the left-hand side? The Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
A man, the scripture says in John 3:27, a man can receive nothing except to be given him from heaven. So what he's got, he's been given.
That's it.
And he's been given it by the power that we serve.
That's it. And then to back you even on that point.
By the Lord, Yahweh shine.
That's it. Isaiah 54:17.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you give Esau too much, we give Esau bad credit. But the Lord's raised him up.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fucking hurry up and get on with it. So,
The toys.
And then fucking Evelyn just died. Evelyn died.
Yeah.
The Queen died.
Yeah.
Evelyn died. Wasn't he like what, financial advisor to the Queen or something?
Yeah.
He died, so he had ties to the Queen and all that. You know, they put it out there for the, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, but you had also the King. He got eggs chucked at him in York.
Yeah.
Him and his Queen consort. They got eggs chucked at them in York. And you know that's a shameful spewing, man.
Yeah.
You know, because you had someone, I think someone was in the background with a placard saying, "Not my king."
Yeah.
And he pulled up, got out of the car, and it was "Not my king." And the eggs came at him. And you know why it was? Because of ties to the, you know, slave trade.
Yeah.
And it's all over the internet, man. So that's that shameful spirit. It says thy tongue shall fall upon themselves.
It's beautiful what's been happening over the last couple of years. But especially recently, like I said, you know, with the Queen's death, because what happened after Elizabeth died, right? Because she ain't our Queen. Let me rephrase it. When Elizabeth died, right?
I'm a silver coin, you know. That might come in handy in a time of hell, you know. You know what I'm saying? She's a big part of this country.
She's a huge part of this country.
You can't tell me the Queen Lizzie wasn't a big part of this country. But it's a massive part, bro. And you know, the Queen was more linked to the elite Rothschilds. The Queen was more linked to the Rothschild than King Charles and them. She was more in the New World Order. She was really kind of like up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Prince Philip as well. They were kind of like, which they're all interlinked. But you know what the funny thing is with that? It's funny because the Lord has done, it's the Lord's deep, because even the fact that she went recently and then not so far behind, Evelyn's gone. That's deep, because you think certain people would be here to see the New World Order till the world ends.
Yeah.
But the Lord kind of took them out.
Yeah. Rockefeller was 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago, but the Lord took them out like big figures. Where you think they'll be alive with their eyes to see it, and then get plucked up from the dens. But the Lord, that's how, you know, this is the Most High's movie. You don't know, you even go on, brother.
Go on.
I
was watching the video of Elder Lamar, and he was saying how Evelyn actually made the statement that he wanted to see the New World Order before he died. I think you referenced like an interview from 2015, 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So he actually said he wanted to see it, but the Lord didn't grant him that, man. You know?
I must be.
So that's the Lord's back. Because you know, you go on, brother, go on. No, you got it, bro. No. Say it.
He got taken out. He got taken out on a blood moon.
Oh yeah. How can you forget that? Yeah.
Blood moon lunar eclipse as well.
Yeah, right.
No, that's and you ain't gonna see another one of them for 3 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So the timing is immaculate. You know, Heavenly Father's showing him signs.
I must be allowed to read.
Bro, you know it's deep because he's gone.
Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I will judge in my heart to be happy. And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. The man that has drove his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Hey, beautiful.
You know, he wanted to see the fall of his enemy, but the joke is on you, Esau. We're going to see your fall, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. This is the thing. Even if we die in this truth, right, as we had quoted earlier on in Thessalonians, even if we die in this truth, we're going to come back with Yahweh Hashem, watch this man's kingdom get taken down, man. Right, so we're going to watch this man's kingdom get taken down, and that's a beautiful thing. Right? That's something that Evelyn wanted to do, but he never got to do, because we're mortal enemies pursuant to Ezekiel 35:5. Right? He has had a perpetual hatred on the children of Israel.
Everlasting, man.
And you know it's funny because he's such a big name, but then amongst us, because we know, but the world ain't even talking about it.
I was thinking about that, bro. They gave all of this pomp to Lizzie, but she's below this man.
Yes, yeah, that's true. It's true.
He died in a few articles. Just one breaking news.
But you know, but that's why we even got to look at it deeper, because look, man, those people high up, the top families, you know, there's ripples being sent among them. The Lord's back, bro, because he take even a few years back, Jacob Rothschild, right, which they say he's like the head of the family of the Rothschilds, but his wife passed, bro. You think that didn't affect him? These are still humans. They're kings, but they're humans. Remember, they're not the spirit. They're not fucking Thanos. They're not spiritual power beings. They're from the heavens, bro. They're fucking devils. The Lord give power on earth. So shit affects them.
So look at a righteous example, right?
So this is deep, bro. The Lord. I'm sorry, man. It's deep, man. Because the Lord, what you think, because we even thought that, you know, someone like big names, you think they're gonna be here to see everyone get yabbed, but the Lord's making them die. Bro, the Queen just went. That's a big deal. Now Evelyn's gone. The world don't know, but amongst our circles, that's huge. This is big, bro. This is the end, man.
Which one, you know?
It shows you. Even people with, I'm sorry, bro. I want to say this. Even people with power, bro. They're men. They have power on the earth. They're men. They're not Yahweh Shai. They ain't got spiritual power. You know what I mean? They're just still men, man.
I was gonna say even a righteous example in King David, when his son was dying, where he was weeping to the Lord, praying to the Lord for time and time and time, in the hopes that his son would, and he's the greatest. You got Yahweh, you got Yahweh, you got King David. But so how much more so these lowly Edomites, man?
That's heavy, bro, because it's true. Because even our king that we reverence, he passed, man. King David, our king. And we believe, and you know, we're like branch offs of our apostles and elders, but we believe King David is who? King Marshal. And we're not gonna scream to the high heavens about it, but we believe what our apostles and elders tell us. That's King Marshal, right? You know what I mean? The high priest Ariel is Joshua. We believe it. That's straight, bro. So they passed, or not high priest Ariel, but King Marshal, he passed to the spirit realm. So guess what? These fucking devils can't pass, bro. These top level kings on the earth. Bro, listen, man. I don't give a fuck they're Rothschilds and all that. They're nobodies in reality. They're humans, bro.
Or basis for men. They're still Edomites.
They're humans, man. There's men on earth. They're written to be the wicked in the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? Amongst their circles, people make a big deal. For us, we're like, you know, we know who they are, man. We reverence our own people, man. Like, you know what I mean? The scripture, they're gone, bro. They're gone, man.
Quick scripture.
So
Ezekiel 28. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. Ezekiel 28 and 2. It says, "Son of man, give the prince of Tyre this message from the sovereign Lord. In your great pride, you claim I am a god. I sit on a divine throne in the heart of the sea, but you are only a man."
Yeah, and that's the Evelyn. Listen, they've sat on. I read the article on the New York Times one. It said they've controlled countries for 200 years. On an earthly man level, as a man, we've not lived that long. That's a lot of time for your own. But they've ruled longer than that. Through reincarnation, through many things. But you know what? 200 years to rule countries is a big deal. It says they had influence in the Suez Canal. They owned the London Underground. You know what I mean? Everything we live by, they own, bro.
That's several generations. That's what? About 5-6 generations, 200 years. That's a long time.
Or why are they doing that if they don't understand reincarnation?
Exactly.
Passing it on through their people. They were the popes in Rome. You know what I mean? Well, it's not a coincidence why they call David the Rothschild the plastic Jesus. Because who is he? He's really Cesare. Serapis, come on, man. That's who they is, man. But what did that say?
It says, "I sit in a divine throne in the heart of the sea, but you are only a man and not a god. Though you boast that you are a god, you regard yourself as wiser than Daniel, And
that's what they've done. This world's ending. You know, these super elites, right, of this world, they've actually put themselves higher up than, like, scriptural prophets. They put themselves very high up in this world, man. But that proves it's the end kingdom also. There's no kingdom after this, because most kingdoms that had their rulership, that's a sort of deal with Israel in a certain way.
Yeah, Daniel was, you know, he was able to break down Nebuchadnezzar's dream.
Yeah.
You know, Nebuchadnezzar, he was going crazy. He was putting men to, he wanted to put men to death.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't break down my dream, I'll kill you. But
And
then Daniel
he actually did that.
He actually did it. But then Daniel came forth and was like, look, this is your dream, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the Heavenly Father deals with what? His men.
Yeah.
To the point where he had to elevate Daniel.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? And even they put Daniel through, they put him in the lion's den. I think they even put Daniel, I think Meshach, and
Shadrach,
Meshach, and Abednego, they put them in the fire, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Our fire is gonna come different in this world, because you know who we're dealing with? We're dealing with like Esau, man. He's like the proudest of proud, bro.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with some real top ass devils, even though they know what's popping in this world. And you know what? That's why I was saying Evelyn's death is gonna definitely have hit them. Evelyn's death ain't a joke, man. It's hit this planet, but who knows, man. Like top people are affected by that. What, Evelyn's gone. They probably would have thought he would be alive to at least see people get things in their heads and all that. You know what I mean? They're the top families. Seriously, so for him to go like that is a big deal. It's not no like it's deeper than the Queen going. So you don't think these top families, the Rockefellers, they ain't thinking shit. Evelyn went. Like, we'd at least thought he'd at least see the certain of this end. Yeah. Even though they know the Lord's gonna destroy, they know stuff. They're trying to avoid it. But for man, it's deep, bro.
So you're gonna ask yourself,
it's deep, bro.
What question they're thinking in themselves? They're saying, okay, Rockefeller didn't make it, Philip didn't make it, Lizzie didn't make it, Evelyn didn't make it. The only thing is, and I'm speaking as a man when I say this, if I was them, I'd be like, look, man, we need to get the show on the road.
Yeah. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time.
Yeah. So speak of that.
You know, and the devil, what is slanderer, deceiver? That's what the word devil means, and that's Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know, he knows that he has but a short time, and as I said, he's got to get the show on the road, and that's why you see them ramping things up. Hey, the thing is, we're still in the year of 2022, the year of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua turning up. So things have been turning up on the left-hand side. We've been seeing that.
Yeah.
But guess what? A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. So things are also turning up on the right-hand side, man. You know? So that's why, hey, brothers be going through some crazy stuff. You know, things be happening, bro. And the Lord is going to start really elevating things on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? To match the chaos that's coming out here, the Lord is going to have to match it with, like, you know, miracles and spiritual and, you know,
it's getting worse.
It's getting worse. And the scripture says, because iniquity shall abound. And iniquity is abounding. That the love of many shall wax cold. Look at these people out here. These people are done. They're lost. You know? So these people are through. But guess what? The Lord is going to put the spirit in his men to withstand that, man. You know?
And what you're saying, bro, it's Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against it. Right, so
that's crazy, because it's like, for you to need miracles and to need divine intervention, that means you got to be in a real jacked up and messed up situation, man. That means you got to be, you know, you got to be looking death in the face for you to require a miracle, for that level of spiritual activity to enter into your life. You got to be in a messed up situation, man. So these things that happen, they're all necessary evils that we have to go through, man.
Hey, in the eyes of men, still on you.
No, I can't.
In the eyes of the men, see, the men might look at a chessboard and look at your situation. You're checkmate.
Yeah.
But then the Lord can introduce new rules.
Yeah.
See, that's what a miracle. That's what a miracle
You
is.
swear stuff.
Yeah, chip shit. New parts got manifested on the board that weren't there before. Wait, like, wasn't there only 3 prawns? You know what I mean? All of a sudden there's like 7. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord can do that stuff, but that, the Lord, like your brother said, the Lord's gonna have to put us in them situations.
The angels.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. To make these things happen.
That's it. Yeah, because the scriptures also say that our people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Right? So the Lord is going to start opening up, man, because hey, this is what you call they bloody celebrate that that demonic Diwali just the other day. But when you look into that, it's
Sikhs or Hindus.
Hindus. Yeah. But that, when you look into that, that is a battle of good over evil, right? And this is what it is. And what has Marvel and DC shown you for all of this time? And they ultimately get inspiration from the scriptures, and that is good prevails over evil, right? And these devils, they represent the evil. They are the wicked, and they will be destroyed. And a life, good will prevail over them, man.
That's right, bro. I got a quick scripture just to land back off your Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
This is because you said when the enemy shall come in as a flood. This is Matthew 7:24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. Yeah. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not.
That's the truth, man. So if you have the truth and you stick with it the right way, the right doctrine, you know what I mean? Basically, what you built upon is like a no one can knock it down, basically.
That's right.
That's right.
But if you're like thinking about 5 different gods, you believe in the God of the Bible, but you believe in fucking Guru Snistak or Nanak. Then they got like 1 million gods, all these other people. Yeah. That's a failure, man, because that's not when the hell it's going on.
James 1:8.
When the hell comes, you don't have
James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
That's what it is, man. You got to believe in Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai. If you believe in 1 million different gods, you're unstable.
Yeah.
You're swayed. Someone can come to you tomorrow, and but if you have a solid, more of a solid spirit, someone can come to you with some bullshit. You're like, I hear you, bro, I hear you, man. But it's just straight cap. You know what I mean? But if you're someone that's easily swayed, someone can come to you with anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This god and that god. Have you heard of the god Nectanabon from Egypt? You know that shit. And you start, hey, I was gonna get it.
Do it again.
Yeah. On that. Wait, this is rewinding like it's a movie. No, you heard that god Nectanabon. And what I'm saying, there's like 1 million gods, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta believe in Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now go on, I was saying, go on.
The scriptures talk about being taken by every wind of doctrine.
Hey, go on. Look, I got my t-shirt, Hey, go on, man. Yeah, I'm fucking around, man. I got this is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Yeah. Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. That's what we're gonna find out, man. In the end, we're gonna find out. Which we've been saying. What God's the power, man? Because you know what? It's true. Because Hindus will believe in their power, bro.
Yeah.
They will believe in it. Muslims believe in Allah, which we know that just means the power. They believe in it. They die for it. So you know what, bro? At the end, we're gonna find out who's saying the truth anyway.
That's it.
We say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and we say who Nawal calls the J word that went on the cross is a so-called black man. Who the fuck pushes that on the planet? A man of color. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we always say it when we talk to people. We wanna break it down. Say if you would see him on the earth, you'd call him the N word.
But his image is despised.
His image is despised. That's who the man is. But that's cool. If you don't want to believe it, that's fine, man. Because in the end, we're gonna find out who's talking the truth, bro. Once I was up in one shop, right, and I was buying some yak, and there was this dude, and he had the Elam cat, and he had this fucking tattoo, and it was like Cesare, and I was first new in the faith, and I said to him, you know, Jesus is, I said the word, the J word, he's black, and you know, he said to me, he goes, many people have told me this and that, and I bought the yak and bounced, so he actually knew what he's got on his arm is not even real. He said, many people have actually said this to me before, bro. You know, he said that. He didn't say, bro, you know, I made him sprucing it up. But basically, he said, many people have said this to me before, actually. And then I left the shop. I got my beers and went. But he's got a fucking whole arm of the so-called white man. You know how much of a dummy you look like when the world ends? Yahweh Shai, the real Lord comes back, and you got Cesare on your arm with, you know what I mean? You know that spirit with all the you know that look, yeah, that face and the lovely, you know that you know, as they say, the Edomite hair, as they say. He had that all on his body. And I said to him, bro, you know that Jesus is the J word, he's black, bro. Oh no, someone said this to me. He said to me, so he was actually cut. Watch, man. You're gonna see anyway, man.
Yes, sir.
Not just him, but people in the world, man.
Yeah.
Because even the way the world, even look at this world now, you just have George Floyd, all these racism issues. Now everyone wants to be race inclusive and all this fucking bullshit. They're gonna be shocked when Yahweh Shai comes.
Yeah.
That's actually the king of the planet. The Bible tells you that when we get beamed up, you know, it says in it tells you, yeah, bro, it tells you what these lot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we've just been oppressing them, and they're go ahead, bro, go on.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
You go into it, bro.
You know, so when they see us getting beamed up, talking about the elect, the nation of Israel, Lord willing, we be in that number. When Yahweh Shai comes back and gathers his elect, you know, it's going to be, the scriptures describe it as the strangeness of our salvation, because you're going to see a bunch of individuals that you look down upon, and you're going to have scattered this world that look like other nations, but they're melanin, they're going to be changed, just like Yahweh Shai said, or the scripture says in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, you shall be changed.
Remember when the angels
said,
they were black?
And she was like, so you need dark? And he was like, no. Yeah, very, dark skin, man. Getting beamed up onto that fathership. You know what I'm saying? And that's our hope, and that's why it's called the strangeness. When Yahweh Shai was taken up, when the disciples conversating with him, and the two angels had to tell the disciples, why stand ye gazing into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So, you know, that's a strange thing. The disciples saw that. Come on, they saw Yahweh Shai, you know, walk on water. They saw Yahweh Shai do many miracles. But they saw Yahweh Shai get beamed up into that fathership now. They were gazing. After all the miracles they done seen, they were still gazing. They were like, you know, so that goes to show you that, you know, the strangeness of it. How the Lord's gonna do it, we don't know, but we do know that we're gonna get on them. We're gonna get on that ship. You know what I'm saying? And that's known as the strangeness of our salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. That's why the scriptures tell us in Jeremiah 10, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. You know, because we know what they are.
That's a deep point.
You know. So at the end of the day, like, you know, we can't be getting all hey, that just call them chariots a curse that God forth over the face of the whole earth, and they're about to enter into the house of the thief. Zechariah 5, man. They're about to enter, and who was the thief? Esau is the main thief.
Yeah, but it goes into the duplicity of everything in this in these last days, because the chariots are coming to destroy. They're coming to save.
Balance.
You know.
That's right. Yeah, destruction and salvation, man. You can't beat it. And this is the ultimate movie, though. The same people whose image is despised. That's why, and that's going to be another element to the strangeness of it. Oh, you mean these? Let me read it. It says, sorry, crack. They were black. You mean they were? Yeah, you mean? Yeah.
That's like that Foot Locker advert when all them Jakes 2 foot. Well, the circus. But then them Jakes, they were getting saved with them Air Force, remember?
Yeah.
And everyone else, remember that advert? That was a fire-ass advert, Foot Locker.
Yeah.
It was basically showing the elect getting delivered. And you know what? They had it all Negroes and Hispanic-looking brothers with afros. With their Air Force flying. But they were getting beamed up. Come on, man. They know what time it is. Making adverts like that. Anyway, go on, brother.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools. Notice it says we fools, okay? Not all ye wise men, no, ye fools, right? Accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God? And his lot among the saints?
How? Well, it says how is
how?
He?
How?
That's how they think, bro. That's how they think, bro. That's how they think, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And who are the saints? The saints are the Israelites, man. Psalms 50 and 5.
That's how people think, bro.
That's right.
Like in this world, man, they deal with you like that, man. You know, basically, when we walk around, bro, it's like you're just an animal.
Yeah. You look down on man.
It's true, and the Aurora Jake brother looks and that, it's like you're just like a beast out of the zoo to them.
That's true.
It's mad, bro.
Which,
go on, bro.
As you saying, there's several aspects of that, but one of them that we're gonna touch on is because of you fucking devils, man.
Yeah.
You've pushed that one, for instance, scriptures talk about the accuser of our brethren. You've pushed that image on Jake, and then Jacob taking it, which they're not guilt free. They're gonna pay for all of the all of the wickedness that they've done in this side, right? But when you think about the image that this man has projected, so here it is, you get certain countries where there aren't any Jakes, but in those countries they hate Jakes. Yeah, obviously you understand there's a spiritual aspect to it as well.
Yeah,
but we can't negate that. But what I was going to say, there's several aspects to it. One of them is this devil has basically pushed out such a negative image, whereas he's the real negative man on the face of planet Earth.
Yeah.
He is the demon of the face.
Where he can go to places he's bombed and learn their skills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you go there, you look like you got fucking 10 heads.
Yeah. And Esau's up to mischief when he goes to these nations, man. He'll go to Taiwan, come back with a 19-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He looks proper young. And walk around with him in the West End.
Yeah.
No one questions that. You see all the time, you go to the West End, to the sea of London, and you see these old Edomite men just walking around with young Asian boys, man.
Well, they pimp the planet out, bro.
Yeah.
It's true.
They can just do that. No one questions it. You just leave them to their devices. That's wickedness, man.
It's like they pimp the planet out, man. They'll do that. They'll use like those lands you mentioned as a free-for-all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Certain hotspots.
And the people that live there, not all of them are with that. You got people that majority of people ain't even with that. It's just like he rules.
Right. Yeah.
So who rules influences shit, man. So they pimp shit out, bro. Yeah. So that's real, man. Yeah. So what happens is even when them land you mention like Philippines and shit, you know what happened with them places? Because they know there's money to be made in the city because tourists come and pimp the place out. The girls become whores now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just all the freak spirit enters there.
Yeah.
That's why them fucking Ishmaelites, as hard as they fought Iraq and them places, they fought Esau hard. There's still that spirit there. You know what I mean? Now, the past 10 years, look at them places like Dubai, UAE. They're like fucking horde. They're like Vegas of the Middle East.
Well, they all just
they're like fucking evil places, man.
Yeah. Over there,
you know what I mean?
in Dubai.
Like everyone now, you got Western motherfuckers. They're desperate to go there because they know money's there. They can speak wicked and make dough there.
Yeah.
Boxers go in there, you know, celebrities.
Yeah.
All of that, bro. It's the Vegas of the Middle East, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's deep? Yahweh Shai. I'm sorry. Go on, man. Go on.
You're gonna mention Yahweh Shai. So.
No, you go.
Well, we were saying that just over there the other day they were making a big deal about how in Dubai they were celebrating Halloween, and it was wacky watching man's in you know how they've got that garb.
Well, it's a garment. It's a garment, bro. That's actually a Middle Eastern garment.
Yeah.
When we wear our garment, when you see the Muslims do it, that's our shit anyway. But it's a Middle Eastern custom. You know what I mean? The garment.
Yeah.
That's actually our clothes.
Yeah.
You know? Like you might have like 6, 7 different like robes that you wear. It's a garment.
Yeah.
We can just walk around wearing Levi's and fucking Nike tracksuits.
Yeah. So imagine
garments, man. So they're doing that in Halloween.
Yeah. So they're wearing the garments, but with fucking death makeup on their face. It was. But that's what the scripture says. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man.
But you know the Lord's bad. That's why when he comes back, he's gonna fuck them Middle East up as well, man. First, because the Lord shall come from the east into the west, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking destroy them because that fucking Dubai and that's like probably even worse than because we haven't even been there, but you see how much it's publicized.
You hear the story,
and you know demon people from here that go there. So you know what the fuck's going on there.
Well, you hear the stories of all them girls being taken into some, eating shit.
Yeah,
getting pissed on,
getting dumped on by
and what does the scriptures say? The scripture says, as the ruler of the city is, so are all the citizens. Yeah. So if the sheikhs are like that, what the hell are they doing regularly? What the regular people doing?
Well, you know what? I even saw something in Dubai. You got this show, right, where Western people, they go there to do like a year of office work. So you got like Western girls, like white girls from, I don't know, Surrey or whatever, but they're living there, working there. You know, they're in the office, like they're in the city where we live, but it's there. What the fuck do you think they're up to?
Yeah.
So they just built another. It's a Sim City.
Yeah, it is. So, Johnny, piece up, bro.
Yeah.
I know we close up soon. You know, only when you brothers are ready.
God, this is Joel 3:2. It says, if you let me start from 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Yehoiada and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for the Middle East, that's right, for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. You know, so the Lord's gonna get busy on the nations, man. The valley of Yehoshaphat, the valley of the Most High's judgment.
Dubai.
Yeah, the Middle East, man. That area is getting hot right now. And don't forget about Iran as well, man. You got tensions rising with Iran and Israel, Iran and America, and so on and so forth. With Iran, they're allies with Russia. So you know, we're seeing things. You know, we're really seeing things heat up. When you continue reading on in Joel, the 3rd chapter speaks about that the weak say I'm strong. You know, so we're in a time where, like, you know, these so-called weaker nations, they got big guns now, man. You know, and we're seeing like nothing but divisions among Esau and his rulership and his society. So that's a big indicator to
allies.
That's right. And the Lord's gathering them nations, man.
Like all them nations like Dubai and all that, Saudi Arabia, they've sided with America. You think Iran and that don't look at them like what? They over the years, and they look at their society, how the great, because Iran's a so-called Muslim country, just like Saudi Arabia and Dubai is meant to be. But then Iran don't allow what certain things that Saudi Arabia allows. Do you think they're not thinking about it like, when we fucking invade you, we're gonna run riot? It's a war, bro.
Especially this,
they're gonna fucking.
Scripture say Ishmael's a wild boat. Their Elam has to be the Iranians, right? But it's sort of like they, you know, them Muslim, the so-called Muslim, they get hard on the Muslim shit. You're a bad Muslim. You're a bad Muslim. Saddam, all of that bullshit. You know, so yeah, you know, just
places like Saudi Arabia, they're like really hated in the Middle Eastern world because they're like they're known to side with America, man. So when war pops up, man, there's places that people want to hurt up, like you know, when war pops up, they want their men invading places like that. So the Lord's gonna have shit happen, man, but the Lord's gonna do that, the main invading from the east.
That's it.
You know, but it's deep, man. You know.
Yeah. Check this out. Real quick, I got this article. This was in 2022, 11th of October, right? It says Saudi Arabia, right? This is the US news, right? The Guardian. Saudi Arabia will face consequences, says Biden, amid anger at cuts in oil import. Oil output, water.
Yes, I did it. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, man.
Joe Biden said there will be consequences for Saudi Arabia after its decision last week to side with Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
And cut oil production.
That's big.
You know, there's going to be some serious consequences for what they've done with Russia.
And that was when?
2022, 11th of October.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was last month.
Yeah.
But the Lord's bad, man, because you know them Saudi Arabians, they're just taking deals because they got Russians there, Americans there, but we know that's the 12 princes of Ishmael. But you know what, bro? They're gonna get fucked up. The Lord laid out the planet, bro. Like He's made everyone do things where they gotta get judged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
There's no one that can escape what's coming.
We'll put it this way: there's trouble in Esau's paradise.
That's it.
We know that for sure. There's trouble in Esau's kingdom. And we're seeing nothing but divisions, man.
That's it.
You know, we're seeing the bear stand up now, which the bear is Russia, spoken of in Revelation, the 13th chapter, which they're gonna shoot missiles at America. So America's it's just a what they got the Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, man. America's about to be turned into a lake of fire, man. You know, the Lord is mustering the host of the battle. So we get to sit here and say, "I told you so."
Yeah. The
popcorn. Yeah, while everyone's running around, what's going on? We get to say, look, man, you didn't believe. You know? And the scripture says, for what if someone shall not believe? So fuck the unbelievers, man. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. This is about the Lord is looking for those, but nevertheless shall the Lord find faith on the earth?
Yeah.
You know, question mark. Shall there be faith found on the earth? The Lord actually, in Luke 18, and there is going to be faith on the earth, because guess what? The elect are going to be saved.
Yeah.
But in order for the elect to be saved, the scripture says, without faith, it is impossible to please Him. So how are you going to be saved, but you ain't pleasing the Lord? So there's going to be faith on the earth.
Yeah.
You know, faith in these
us, brothers, man. Lord, through stuff, man.
Faith without works is dead.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, anything.
I ain't got nothing.
Oh, you know, as always, you know, laws without edifying. You know, we're gonna close. Gonna give all praise to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kadash. Double honest, apostle, elders,
GMS.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.